This is a cool day because we're being joined by Tawny Platis. She's a mystery guest today, and you've spent time with her even though you don't know it. You know her even though you're not aware of who she is exactly. And so what I thought we would do is I would get out of the way and let Tawny introduce herself and reveal how you might know who she is. So welcome to Hey Morton.
Thank you so much for having me. So you might recognize, I'm so used to a different kind of microphone.
Right, yes.
Those condensers, you know. You might know me from when you call certain places and you hear, "Thank you for holding. All of our representatives are busy assisting other callers."
No way.
Wait.
Yes.
That's one of them.
What?
Yeah, that's one of them. And there's a lot of us, too, over the years especially. Like, you will get different companies that will hire you for different stuff, but that tone and that cadence is very much, like, the same. It's established. So depending on who you're calling when, that might be me.
What? So you've spent time with her. She is a voiceover, I would say artist, really, because it's kind of an art. Would you say that, even though it's your profession?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
It's kind of an interchangeable word with voice actor,
Yes.
especially because of the nature of the job. You're doing so many different kinds of gigs. So it's like it's commercials, it's corporate, it's e-learning, it's stuff like that, like we call IVR, games, apps. It's a huge industry. So there's so many different like genres that
So
you can
give
get
us
into.
like 5 or 6 other places we may have heard your voice.
Usually it's stuff that like you're going to be annoyed at. Like if you've ever had to do like compliance training. So thank you for joining the module. Click next to continue. Your progress can be saved at any time.
I knew it would blow your mind, Edina.
I'm freaking out.
This is so crazy,
It would
dude.
blow your mind, right? 'Cause it's different when the person's right here and you can hear them.
Yeah.
It's a weird like out of body experience is what I've been told, and
Yes.
I've been doing it for so long I forget that how weird that must be to like see it happening in person.
Yes. All right,
She's
give us some
real.
more. She's real.
Like when
That's
you
a real
talk,
person.
I feel like I need to have the phone to my head, like just to feel normal.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. All right, Tawny, give us some more. I know there's a bunch, so this will be good.
Sure. I'm trying to think about
A
like,
grocery
stuff
store.
that you would. Oh yeah.
I'll throw
grocery
stuff. I'll throw stuff
Thank
at
you. I
and-
appreciate
okay,
it.
Yeah.
Strawberries are $5.99 in the produce section.
Come on,
You
dude.
definitely sold me strawberries before.
Yes.
I've heard that.
100%.
That one has been a little while, but I think that one was probably a few years ago. And every once in a while, I'll get that email that it's like, hey, we want to reuse, whatever
Yeah.
Oh,
audio file that we had you do back in 2014. I'm like,
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
that's cool.
Wow.
What about the
Yeah.
self-checkout?
Oh, so that one, please insert cash or card.
Yep. What about the kids' games?
I just heard you at Target.
I don't know if I'm on the Target ones because the way that works is there's also a lot of us that do that
Okay.
that
Yeah.
automated voice thing. So the way that it works for me is I work for like a software company, and what they do is they sell that software to different like machines. So I'm an option that you can program on certain machines. So like there's a lot of steps in between where I am and then where it ends up, and I'm never totally sure until like a lot of times like a few months later when I get like a usage check or something.
Oh, really?
After that initial studio fee, and I'm like, oh, okay, I was at like some, grocery store in the Midwest or something like that like we don't have out here, and I don't even remember what the name is.
Yes. We're talking to Tawny Platis. She's a voice actor, and you've heard her many places. So you did kids games. How does
Yes.
that one work again?
So
Do you
like
remember that?
kids apps and games, and like that one's like it's a lot of YouTube content and stuff that like you'll throw your phone at your kid so you can get like a moment of peace.
Yes.
So that one you may if you recognize something, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, friend. Let's play.
Dude, that is
Now, as a dad,
That's
I've heard
crazy.
that.
that's
Yes.
crazy.
And so how did you discover you had that part of your voice? You just playing around and said, hey, I'll send in a tape. And they're like, yeah, we love it.
Yeah, I actually got my first gig when I was 6 years old. Funny enough, like I was probably here. It was for a commercial for a radio station, but I was 6, so memories are, and this was the 90s, so I have no idea where any of this would be at this point.
Yeah.
But I do remember coming in and like standing in front of a mic on a boom stand
Mhm.
Yeah.
and like talking into the mic, and I remember the engineers were so nice because everything looked so big, when you're that small, and I
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
like, I came in and I was like, oh my God, like I like playing, but like this is intimidating. And that was the first voiceover job I got, and I just loved it. And I kept doing it and eventually went full time in my 20s, like within the last decade or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
great. I saw, so when I saw her on Instagram, she was going through some of these voices that she does, and there's one where you've done like some commercials and things like that. Can you give us some of your commercial takes? I'm really enjoying this. All right, we're talking to Tawny Platis. Follow her on Instagram at Tawny, Tawny Platis, Platis, correct?
Correct,
At
yes.
Tawny Platis on Instagram. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if you have ever heard like a department store advertisement that's advertising like this weekend only, big Thanksgiving sale, just $5.99 for this, that, or whatever. I can't remember the script off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna start ad-libbing.
I feel like I grew up with you. I mean, like, this is wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so great. And
Possibly. I mean, like I said, for as long as I've been doing it, coming up on 30 years now, like I was doing stuff like, I remember the line I recorded when I don't remember what it was for. It was, it tastes like, the line was, it tastes like real grapes. So like, I'm like, it had to have been for like juice or something.
yes. What's the biggest, are you able to disclose the biggest brand you've worked with?
No, gosh, what can I talk about? Similac is a big one that I did that was like, that one got a lot of like big national, like that one was a huge commercial that I did. So it was like Similac baby formula. With
yeah.
Yeah, with oligosaccharide, an immune nourishing prebiotic.
Yeah, you've got to be able to. Let me ask you this then. So, as a voice actor, do you have to do warm-up exercises? Because pronouncing words, I mean, I can tell you just even doing it for doing like local car commercials and stuff, you do stumble over words. It can be hard.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I feel like I was not as prepared coming in today, too, because I can hear my mouth noise in my ears. And I'm like, I'm so not hydrated enough for this right now.
It's a different microphone, too. So, I mean, if you have to go to her Instagram and see, because you really will be entertained over and over. And there's something else I want to talk about, is that the way you use your voice can really be so persuasive. And you talk a little bit about that on your Instagram. Can you help share that with everybody?
Yeah, so we use our voices as voice actors to bring about like a certain response to, make people feel a certain way, or like to make them act, to like, buy the thing or to feel something. So there's a lot of psychology that actually goes behind that. But what's interesting is like as time has gone on, people have caught on to that too. So they also tune out. So I feel like I'm kind of in this spot with a lot of my clients where I'm trying to tell them like, yeah, I know we've been doing it this way for like 30 years, but this way might be better to like get the result that you want, because people like all they hear right now is just ad and they tune out. But like historically speaking, that has made people like tune in. It's an exciting, way that we're speaking. It's something that's engaging. Like I always say, the bright read that I just did for like the department store sale, it sounds in my ears, it sounds very similar to that kids read. So, like big savings this weekend. Hi, friend. It's like dangling peas in front of an adult. Like, look at the thing.
Yes. That's interesting. Now, you also talk about the fact that if you want someone to feel happy about what you're saying, it's a different delivery than if you want them to take you seriously. Like, if you wanted someone to take you seriously, how would that go?
So that's when I use my grown-up voice. That's my authoritative voice. I'm speaking from my diaphragm, and that's when I'm losing all of the smile, anything like that. I have there's a lot of facial structure that goes into this too, like expression.
Certainly.
So, this is the authoritative voice. Like I know what I'm talking about. I'm speaking with confidence. I'm bold, and my register is lower with this because my actual speaking voice is very high.
Right. Okay. And so let's think of a line like
I want to give her the Jet 2 holiday script.
Oh my gosh. Everybody does.
So give us an example of the same sentence but in two different deliveries. I'm really fascinated by this.
Sure. So like so an authoritative one would be really funny with that. We'll just go off that same example because it's so different. If we said like, we have denim for the entire family for $5.99. That sounds like a threat.
Yeah, that sounds aggressive.
I'm scared.
Take it, you'll die.
Yes.
And then as opposed to like, we can actually turn that up and down. So then we have something that's more like friendly and conversational where it's like, we have denim for the entire family for just $5.99.
And
or
then
we have denim for the entire family for just $5.99.
Yeah, that's the Old Navy
Whoa,
There you go.
thing.
Right there,
that's the like, I hear a sale and I'm going.
Yeah.
Performance fleece.
You know, those tools are very interesting, though. You talk about that. We're talking to Tawny Platis. She's a voice actor who fortunately lived close enough to the radio station that I could convince her to come down. I'm really thrilled that you're here.
This is so
I'm
cool.
so glad to be
Really
here.
is. Yes. So no longer a mystery guest, but how cool, right?
Yeah,
I
this is
told
so
you
cool.
you were going to love this, Edina.
Freaking out.
Yes. I know that when it comes to this type of thing, persuasion with your voice, you're clearly an expert. You've got 30 years of it under your belt. And for people that want to learn from you that way, talk about, you do offer, there's a guide you have, right? Explain this.
Yeah, so I have a few different things that folks can do who are looking to get into voice acting or just want to learn about, you know, the persuasion of speech or just speech in general. I created a course that's 6.5 hours long, and that's one option. I also took all of that information that I have compiled over the years and I put it into a database that's accessible for just starting at $1 a month. So you can go in and you can type in any questions and you'll get those answers to how to be a voice actor, anything, questions you might have about speech. But it is on my website, and I do have a very responsive team. So if you get in touch and you ever have any questions about that, they are all very happy to help.
Have you done any movies that we would know, or is it animation, or can you say?
Not that I can say.
Really?
Not that I can say right now, right this second. A lot of that stuff takes a while. So like I had been, you know, doing the very consistent local work for a lot of years, and within the last couple of years, stuff started to, you know, pick up steam. So
Yes.
there's some stuff that's still in production that I can't quite talk about yet. And
Wait,
then,
I can talk about it because I can look up IMDb.
well, that's the stuff we can talk about, but I'm just not
Okay.
sure if you guys would know about that stuff.
Like Garbage People, the movie?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay.
Well, give us a sample of your voice from Garbage People.
In Garbage People, I play an AI assistant who's trying to destroy the world. Ha 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 ha.
You bring up AI, by the way. Does that concern you?
Not me personally.
And why is that?
Because with AI, I think it's a tool. I
Yes.
think that I use AI. That's how people use my voice in a lot of the work like that I was just demonstrating. You know, it's an automated response. It's an agent response a lot of times. So they are using AI. They're licensing my voice. AI needs a template. It can't generate anything on its own.
Out of thin air.
It's
Yeah.
derivative.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, it does need to be regulated, absolutely, because as it stands right now, you can just go sample, take anything from anyone and use it, and you know, not pay them for it.
Right, yeah.
which is wrong. So that's what I think needs to be regulated. I think it's a tool that can be really, really helpful for so many people. It can make things more accessible for people too. But it does need to be regulated, and I think it's going to be very similar to how music is regulated. That technology, because I work with these developers, they're working on that technology right now, and we're still like a couple years away from the point where, you know how on YouTube, if you upload a song, YouTube
Yes.
immediately is just like, nope, you don't own that.
Right,
They
yeah.
take it down. We will be able to do that with our voices someday.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would
I
be
think
great.
that's important because even for us too, your voice print matters, and you should be able to own that. Right.
Yeah, and it's dangerous because if you can do that, that means, especially the technology is just getting better and better, you need to be able to differentiate between what's real and what's not, and it affects everybody. You know, you need to be able to tell what is factual information.
You know, we were talking about that the other day. This is a little bit off topic, but I was saying how, you know, I saw on Instagram pictures of devastation during a flood. And I was looking at it and I'm thinking, well, is this real or is this AI? Because I don't know if someone just made an AI disaster and I'm watching it. And I thought, wow, this is the first time I've crossed that line of, can I believe what I'm seeing? And if I can't, where do I verify it? How would I verify this is real? It made me feel very odd.
Yeah, no, it's scary. I'm right there with you. That's why it's an amazing tool, but it absolutely needs to be regulated. That's just kind of where I feel like I stand on it.
I think I think for you, it's an important stance because that is directly affected to your livelihood. Like people that sell hot dogs aren't as worried about AI.
Yeah, they're like, AI.
And anybody who's working in a trade is like, I'm good. Like for a while.
Yeah, no AI. Well, gosh, tawnyvoice.com is where you want to go if you'd like to get coaching or some information or just even look her up and find out more. And of course, Tawny Platis, Platis on Instagram. And I think your courses would be so useful because I think a lot of people think that they might be able to do voice work, or it's something that they could at least try and need to be steered in the right direction. And I feel like there's probably a ton of people that would love to take their money and exploit them for no reason. And I know you're not that way. So,
Thank you. I appreciate
yeah,
that.
of course. Well, we didn't have you in without doing a little homework. Yes.
Good.
Yes. So, if you could, we'd love to just have you say goodbye to everybody in your best commercial voice and say, it's Hey Morton, and we'll be right back after this.
Goodbye, everybody. It's Hey Morton, and we'll be right back after this.
Yeah!
All right. You're hired.
Thank you for coming, Tawny. It's great having you.
Thank you so much for having me.